What do you think the fallout, to use an overused word, of this episode is going to be for cryptocurrencies generally and for Bitcoin in particular, if law enforcement agencies or intelligence agencies can effectively crack the code?
Yes, and thank you for having me. I think what people need to recognize is that Bitcoin is the greatest thing to happen to the FBI. It's the most transparent form of money transfer available. The hack would have happened regardless, except the hackers would have had to probably wait for T+1 settlement on a traditional wire. So I think the misconception in this instance is around, is the Bitcoin network hacked, or is centralization an issue, or is decentralization real? And it's really just a failure, and fortunately a failure on the hackers' side of private key management, which is something that the crypto industry takes very seriously. And it certainly shouldn't tarnish the reputation of crypto. The reality is the FBI works with companies like Chainalysis, blockchain analytic firms. The New York Detectives Unit works with them. I have friends that are detectives that work with companies like Chainalysis. It's an extremely useful technology, and Bitcoin is quite literally the best form of ransom payment for federal agents.
So let me turn to Eamon. Do you agree with what Michael just said, that this is a kind of blessing in disguise for law enforcement, number one, and number two, there's obviously a kind of cat and mouse factor at play here. In other words, with every forward step law enforcement takes, the malefactors are going to take a step forward. They're going to learn from what the FBI did and harden up their defenses. Then the FBI comes back again. So we're in not an arms race, but we're in a competition of sorts, right?
Absolutely, Tyler. The cat and mouse is never going to end, right? I mean, that thing between bad guys and good guys will go on forever. But nobody here should be surprised that Bitcoin is traceable by the federal government. I mean, it's a public ledger, right? The blockchain is public. I had the exact address of the wallet where this money went. That was knowable information for just about anybody who knows anything about how all this works, right? So that's not surprising. What's surprising is that the FBI was able to pull this off because they were able to retrieve that money and that the hackers here hadn't moved it to some place where that money was ungettable by the FBI. That is, put it into a crypto mixer and then gotten it out of a crypto ATM somewhere in some country that is not susceptible to U.S. law enforcement, some Russian jurisdiction or the like. That is what I think the real mystery is here. How come the hackers weren't able to move those funds and get them, or at least a big portion of them, offshore to some place where they could be out of the reach, the long arm of the law here in the United States? And I don't think we have the full answers to that just yet, but nobody should be surprised that Bitcoin itself is traceable by law enforcement.
Exactly, Eamon, which is why I know people are looking at things like Monero or other, options that promise to be truly anonymous. I mean, from what you're saying, it sounds like authorities were fortunate that people didn't follow those steps, but I'm sure they would in the future to protect their $1 million investments. I guess my question is, what happens, just to look at this from sort of the customer point of view, in this case, it was a pipeline seen as important national infrastructure, so the FBI got it back. What happens if you're the local business in town, and your ransomware is $60,000 or $100,000 equivalent? I doubt the FBI can spend its time trying to get that back for you. What do you do? Yeah,
and that's heartbreaking, right? I mean, I talked to a family just yesterday, and we'll have more on this later, but I talked to a family just yesterday who had their Bitcoin stolen out of their wallet, and they saw this news break, and they said, hey, wait a second, if the FBI can get that stolen money, how come they can't get my stolen money back? And there are thousands of people in that boat right now who are all wondering the same thing. So we really do need to get our arms around all of this. And I think the bigger policy questions that you're going to have to ask are some more draconian regulations coming for some of these cryptocurrencies, and things like the possibility of sanctions on the crypto mixers themselves, which are useful in a lot of ways in cryptocurrency, but also useful for money laundering. You can mix up your cryptocurrency, make it hard to trace, move it around the world pretty quickly. Those kinds of big, heavy-handed government sanctions could be the kinds of regulatory response that we're going to see going forward. And then for the little guy, as you say, they're left scratching their head saying, hey, wait a second, how come Colonial gets its money back, but I didn't get mine back?
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.